Hello and welcome to the show that brings you the top 5 digital and social media news each week in 5 minutes. I'm Natchi Lazarus and this is the Connected Church News. This week we've got news from Instagram, Amazon, Facebook, TikTok and Twitter. Let's get started. Our first big news of this week is from Facebook. Last week, Facebook announced that their Portal device, which is a smart video conferencing device, will now support other video conferencing solutions like Zoom, GoToMeeting, BlueJeans, and WebEx, and so on, starting September. So this is an interesting consolidation from Facebook because now they're focusing more on the device and adding other platforms that people use so that the device becomes something that people don't hesitate to get. So I see multiple applications inside nonprofits and ministries. For example, you can just get a set of devices and place it in small group locations across and have a seamless, immediate connection, and the connection is private. The camera has a smart AI algorithm behind that, a high fidelity sound. So there are many ways in which you can use it. So do check out this. And it's also interesting to see in the industry how consolidation is starting to happen between the various video conferencing devices as work at home and home-based interactions through video continues to increase. Our next news is a quick roundup of TikTok and the developments so far. Earlier this week, TikTok filed a lawsuit against the US government, arguing that it has been denied due process to argue it isn't a national security threat. And meanwhile, the company is also continuing its conversations with Microsoft and Oracle. Oracle is a new player that has come in, which seems to be interested in the deal. So that conversations are continuing. And Snapchat, in the meantime, has released a TikTok-like feature with music at the background. So the competition or apps that are similar to TikTok are also starting to mushroom and keep growing, while we have to keep a close watch on Instagram Reels, not to miss that as well. So just wanted to give you a quick roundup of what's happening with TikTok. Our next news is from Amazon. Earlier this week, Amazon announced a new, cheaper subscription plan for Audible. This subscription plan will include access to exclusive audio content from Audible like podcasts. And they are planning to add more exclusive content like podcast from Malcolm Gladwell's podcast company, also from NBA about the impact of Michael Jordan and Chicago Bulls. They also want to include the content from celebrities like Alicia Silverstone, Michael Caine, and so on. So do check it out. They've also revamped the Audible Gold and Platinum plan. I will link to the details in the show notes if you are interested in audio content. Our next news is from Instagram. Last week, Instagram confirmed plans for releasing a new feature called Suggested Posts at the end of the newsfeed. If you keep scrolling on Instagram, all your new content that you are going to see for that session will keep going, and then if you've exhausted your new content, you will see a notice at the end of the newsfeed which will say you are all caught up. Now, below that, Instagram is placing this section called Suggested Posts, where they're also going to show ads, relevant ads. So they're going to show both posts and ads. So it's a new space where you have an option to see and place Instagram ads. So if you're a nonprofit ministry interested in placing ads in different placements, then you do want to check out this news. Hey, I just want to take a minute to ask you to subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. Thank you very much. This will help you not miss any content that comes from us. I'll see you in the next news item. Our final news of this week is a big one from Twitter. Last week, Twitter announced its new Twitter Transparency Center. What used to be a biannual report called Twitter Transparency Report is now a separate site with lots of inclusion of data and statistics, and they are calling it Twitter Transparency Report. Twitter has been very proactive in talking about open internet because they are, as a company, they are always constantly under pressure from governments and other organizations about their data and how, as an open platform, they have a heavy influence on the mindsets of people. So this is a step they've taken in that direction, and they have opened this Twitter Transparency Center. And this is a brand new website, they say, which includes all the disclosed data in one place. And data visualizations are available, making it easier to compare the trends. And they also have country comparison module and so on. So if you are in need of any kind of research or data information from Twitter, then this is a good place for you to go to, so that you can understand trends from around the world and what's going on. So Twitter is a big repository of important information from around the world. So important news, do check it out. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time. If you like to dig deeper into any of the stories we talked about, especially access the Twitter Transparency Center, then we've got all the source links and details in our news page, nachilazarus.com/news. Do check it out. I'll see you next week with another set of news items. Until then, stay connected, stay blessed, and stay very safe in this season. God bless you. Bye-bye.